Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kyle Richards defends getting in alleged animal abuser's face. RHOBH star Kyle Richards is defending getting in an alleged animal abuser's face. She had previously been in an altercation, which was captured by paparazzi. Now she is diving deeper into what happened on that day. Keep reading for more details. For many years, RHOBH fans were tired of Kyle Richards just getting run over by her co-stars, especially regarding Lisa Vanderpump. LVP had a very conditional relationship with Kyle, and that irked fans. Yet they also loved watching their adventures. Eventually, Kyle stood up for what was right, and in season 14, she came out in full force. She was teased for having a bulging vein in her forehead when she snapped back at Dorit Kemsley. Viewers could not believe that was the same Kyle that they had seen for years flipping out on her former best friend. Then, she got into an altercation with someone on the street, and her followers were very confused. Allegedly, there was a lot that cameras did not capture when she confronted the woman. Kyle claimed that she saw the lady dragging her dog across the street, therefore, she was triggered. On Monday, April 28th, Kyle opened up about that fateful day when she was caught in the act of aggression. She had confronted a woman, and that did not work out well, leading to a near fistfight. The lady in question was not happy about Kyle coming for her and made that clear. That RHOBHOG noted that when she saw the lady being cruel to her pup, she crossed over to tell her she needed to stop. This was a detail cameras failed to capture, so it just looked like she was being combative. It was also suggested that Kyle Richards put her good friend, Teddi Mellencamp, in front of her. However, Kyle is disputing this, stating that it was not the case whatsoever. The one thing that RHOBH fans know is that Kyle Richards loves her furry friends. She has amassed a decent amount of pups, and they have been a presence on the hit Bravo reality series. Fans have loved watching her with her animals, so it makes sense that she would want to stop any cruelty that she saw. When the dog confrontation first occurred, followers were not thrilled with Kyle. It was not so much that she got into a confrontation, but more that she was with Teddi Mellencamp, who's battling cancer. Kyle backing up behind Teddi, like she's not already going through enough. Teddi got enough going on to Kyle doing. Kyle always hiding behind someone back she should have stepped. Kyle can barely control her dogs, so I don't know who tough she thinks she is, of course. Some RHOBH fans were really proud of Kyle Richards for doing what was right. Then again, others thought she should have been hit by the lady she confronted. Do you believe that there was more to this story, like Kyle claims? Let us know in the comments below. In a world where celebrity encounters often blur the line between performance and reality, Kyle Richards, star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, found herself at the center of controversy that transcended scripted drama. The incident in question involved a confrontation with an individual accused of animal abuse, a moment that ignited a firestorm of public opinion and media scrutiny. Richards, known for her candidness and unwavering loyalty to her family, did not shy away from defending her actions, offering a perspective rooted in personal experience and moral conviction. The incident: a mother's protective instincts. The catalyst for the controversy was a heated exchange between Richards and a man accused of mistreating animals. Eyewitnesses reported a tense verbal altercation, with Richards expressing her disapproval of the alleged abuse. The confrontation quickly gained traction on social media, with many praising Richards for standing up against cruelty, while others questioned the appropriateness of her approach. Richards, however, remained steadfast in her defense. In interviews following the incident, she explained that her actions were driven by a deep-seated need to protect those who cannot defend themselves. When you witness someone harming an animal, especially in a manner that is both cruel and deliberate, it's impossible to remain silent, she stated. I acted out of a sense of responsibility, not just as a public figure, but as a human being. A history of advocacy. This incident was not an isolated event in Richards' life. Throughout her career, she has been an outspoken advocate for animal rights, using her platform to raise awareness about issues such as pet adoption, animal rescue, and the ethical treatment of animals. Her commitment to these causes is reflected in her personal life, where she has adopted several rescue animals and actively supports organizations dedicated to advocacy, lends credibility to her defense of the confrontation. My actions were not impulsive or reactionary, she explained. They were the culmination of years of witnessing and speaking out against animal abuse. This was a moment where I felt compelled to act, not for personal gain, but because it was the right thing to do. Public reaction. Divided opinions. The public's response to Richard's confrontation was decidedly mixed. Supporters lauded her for taking a stand against animal cruelty, viewing her actions as a necessary intervention in a situation that demanded attention. Kyle did what many of us wish we could do when faced with such blatant abuse. One fan commented on social media, "She used her voice and her presence to make a difference." Conversely, critics argued that her approach was too confrontational and could have escalated the situation unnecessarily. While I understand her passion, there are more effective ways to address these issues without confrontation. One detractor noted, "Public shaming rarely leads to positive change." Richards acknowledged the divided opinions but maintained that her primary concern was the welfare of the animals involved. "I understand that not everyone agrees with my methods," she conceded. "But when it comes to protecting innocent lives, I believe the end justifies the means." Legal implications and ethical considerations. The incident also raised questions about the legal and ethical implications of confronting alleged animal abusers. Legal experts noted that while individuals have the right to express their disapproval of animal cruelty, direct confrontation can sometimes lead to legal repercussions, especially if it involves trespassing, harassment, or defamation. However, Richards' legal team contended that her actions were within her rights, emphasizing that she did not engage in any illegal activity during the confrontation. Kyle's actions were those of a concerned citizen exercising her right to speak out against perceived injustice. Her attorney stated, "There was no violation of the law, and any claims to the contrary are without merit." Ethically, the situation prompted a broader discussion about the responsibilities of public figures in addressing social issues. Should celebrities use their influence to confront injustices directly, or should they focus on advocacy through more traditional channels? Richard's confrontation highlighted the complexities of this debate, illustrating the challenges faced by public figures when their personal convictions intersect with public expectations. A personal reflection. In the aftermath of the incident, Richards took time to reflect on her actions and the broader implications of the event. In a heartfelt social media post, she shared her thoughts with her followers. "This experience has reaffirmed my belief that standing up for what is right is never wrong. While the methods may vary, the message remains the same. Cruelty in any form is unacceptable. I hope this incident serves as a reminder that we all have a role to play in creating a compassionate world." Her words resonated with many, reinforcing the idea that individual actions, no matter how small, can contribute to meaningful change. Conclusion. Kyle Richards' defense of her confrontation with an alleged animal abuser underscores a broader conversation about the role of public figures in advocating for social change. While opinions on the appropriateness of her actions may vary, her unwavering commitment to standing against animal cruelty is undeniable. In a world where silence often prevails in the face of injustice, Richards chose to speak out, embodying the belief that sometimes the most effective way to combat cruelty is through direct action. As society continues to grapple with issues of animal welfare, the debate over the best methods to address such concerns will undoubtedly persist. However, one thing remains clear. Kyle Richards' actions have sparked a conversation that challenges individuals to consider their own roles in advocating for those who cannot speak for themselves.